Hi there! Welcome back to our channel. Did you know that some symptoms of menopause seem to overlap with other health conditions? It can be kind of confusing, right? Well, today we're diving into a fascinating topic: the surprising connection between Cushing syndrome and menopause. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Clara, Cushing syndrome? That sounds a little heavy for a casual chat, and you'd be right, it is a serious condition. But don't worry, we're not going to get bogged down in medical jargon. We're just going to explore some interesting connections in a way that's easy to understand. So, why is this connection important? Well, understanding it can give us valuable insights into managing our health during menopause and beyond. It's like finding a new pair of glasses that make everything clearer. Plus, who doesn't love a good aha moment? So let's get started, shall we? So let's start with the basics. What is Cushing syndrome? In simple terms, it's a hormonal disorder caused by prolonged exposure to high levels of the hormone cortisol. You know, the stress hormone? And guess what? Menopause also involves some pretty big shifts in our hormones, including, you guessed it, cortisol. Now here's where things get interesting. Both Cushing syndrome and menopause share some common symptoms. We're talking about things like weight gain, especially around the midsection, you know, the kind that makes you want to invest in stretchy pants. And then there's the fragile skin. Have you ever noticed your skin bruising or tearing more easily? Yeah, that can be a shared symptom too. And let's not forget about the ever-so-fun decreased sex drive. Oh, and the list goes on. High blood pressure, bone loss, high blood sugar, even increased body hair. Now, I'm not saying that if you have any of these symptoms, you automatically have Cushing syndrome. But it does highlight the importance of listening to your body and talking to your doctor about any changes you notice. So what can we learn from this connection? Cushing syndrome highlights the significant role cortisol plays in our bodies. Cortisol is like that friend who means well but can be a bit much sometimes. It helps regulate our stress response, metabolism, and even our immune system. But when cortisol levels are out of whack, it can throw everything off balance. Think of it like a seesaw. When cortisol is in balance, the seesaw is level, and everything works smoothly. But when cortisol levels are too high for too long, the seesaw tips. And that's when we start to see problems. And here's another interesting tidbit. Cortisol can affect our sleep-wake cycle, making it harder to fall asleep and stay asleep. Sound familiar? Yeah, insomnia is another common symptom of both menopause and Cushing syndrome. Chapter 3. Impact of excess cortisol. Excess cortisol can also lead to hyperglycemia or high blood sugar by interfering with how the body manages sugar. It's like cortisol is messing with your body's insulin, the hormone that helps regulate blood sugar levels. And you know what's even more fascinating? Studies in animals suggest that prolonged stress can even damage insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. Now, I'm not trying to alarm anyone here, but I think it's important to understand the potential impact of chronic stress on our bodies. Chapter 4. The role of prolactin. But cortisol isn't the only hormone involved in this intricate dance. Another key player is prolactin, which increases cortisol production. It's like prolactin is the hype man for cortisol, encouraging it to pump up the volume. High levels of prolactin are often linked to stress, making it an important factor to consider when managing your health. It's like stress is sending prolactin on a mission to crank up the cortisol production line. Chapter 5. Tips to manage cortisol and stress. So, what can we do to manage high cortisol, blood sugar levels, and stress-related hormones like prolactin? I'm so glad you asked. Here are a few science-backed tips. First up, let's talk about exercise. And no, I don't mean running a marathon or anything crazy like that. Even moderate exercise like brisk walking, dancing, or gardening can work wonders for managing stress hormones. It's like hitting the reset button on your body's stress response. Next, let's talk about food. What we eat can have a big impact on our hormone levels, including cortisol and insulin. So what should we be eating? Well, a diet rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein can help keep our blood sugar levels stable and our stress hormones in check. Think of it as fueling your body with the good stuff it needs to thrive. By understanding the connection between conditions like Cushing syndrome and menopause, we can take steps to manage our health more effectively. It's like having a secret weapon in our back pocket to navigate the changes that come with aging. Remember, knowledge is power. The more we know about our bodies, the better equipped we are to advocate for our health. If you found this video helpful, Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for more tips on living your best life after 50. Because let's face it, life after 50 is pretty darn amazing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay healthy, stay curious, and I'll see you in my next video.